My name is Emma Talley. I'm an art education major here at Kennesaw State, and I'm also a sister of Eta Omega chapter of Kappa Delta. I feel like Kappa Delta has had or given me a lot of opportunities to be creative in my art aspect, I guess, of my life. I've been able to help with banners. I also was PR for Kappa Delta last term, so I really got to use my creativity and just, promote us. Ever since I was a young girl, I've kind of always remembered drawing. I remember when I was young, I would draw like little letters to my parents and draw little people and stuff like that. I never was really knew I was into it until I hit middle school, and then high school I took 4 years of art throughout high school in my elective classes and stuff, and then in college I kind of decided my sophomore year that this is really what I wanted to focus on and what my passion was. So art education kind of led me here. Being in college is really hard sometimes with time management and also being in a sorority and working and everything, but my talent is kind of cool because I can do it wherever, so I'm able to, take my art and go places, or just, if I'm having a busy day with work or something and I just want to come home and relax, I can just sit down and draw. I've gotten into a bunch of digital stuff lately on my iPad, so that's so easy for me to just kind of take with me, and it's good downtime for me to just kind of relax and get my mind off of school and sometimes being in a sorority and stuff like that. I think my favorite aspect is being able to just share my passion with other people and them be so appreciative of it and kind of give me more inspiration to keep working. I feel like that's probably where all my passion comes from, is people being really uplifting and encouraging about my passion and what I'm able to do and my talent. I've always been a little nervous to kind of put my work out there just because insecurities and stuff like that kind of hold you back, but I think ever since I've come into college, I've kind of realized that other people's opinions don't matter sometimes. If you like it, that's all that matters, and that's a big thing in art and being an artist, is you have to take that criticism that they give you and turn it into a positive way and a positive light, so that you can grow and be a stronger person, because putting your art out to the world is scary. People they'll say whatever they want to say about it, and they don't care because it's just a piece of art. They don't realize how meaningful it can be to you. So I've always been nervous to share, but ever since I came into college and kind of realized that this is what I want to do, I'm a little more accepting putting my artwork out. And then putting my artwork in the museum was really stressful for me at first, because I was like, I'm gonna submit my artwork and I'm gonna see how this goes. I probably won't get accepted. And then I got an email saying that I was accepted, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? And so I literally, all I had to do was just take my artwork up there, and opening night, so many people were so encouraging and was like, this is so great, is this your work? And I was like, yes it is, thank you so much. So it's a good thing to kind of put yourself out there and let people comment on your artwork, and it's constructive criticism is really good, and what's the biggest aspect of being an art major or being an artist in general. I think some things in my everyday life that have inspired me are probably just, my family members and friends just kind of pushing me and hyping me up to just continue to work, and just seeing cheerful comments about oh, this is so good, I want to see more of this or more of that. I think that's really inspirational and kind of keeps me going, and I don't think I would be where I am today if I hadn't had those people kind of push me to get here, because I definitely wouldn't have changed my major to art education if it wasn't for my family and friends. One thing that really inspired me was probably my mom. Ever since, or when I was young, I remember seeing some things she made. She was really into ceramics and stuff, and seeing her and her artwork that she did, I was like, I want to be just like her, because how girls are, kind of mommy girls and stuff like that. So she's always kind of been my inspiration and kind of is what has kept me driven. This sketchbook I've had for a long time. I have so many sketchbooks that it seems like I don't have a lot of art pieces or drawings and stuff in one sketchbook, because I just hop from one to another. But I have a few things in here. One of my favorite things, one of the first things I ever did in this book was Belle and the Beast. I love Beauty and the Beast, or she's always been my favorite princess and just my favorite storyline. So this is like one of my favorite ones. And then I'm a Lovatic. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but I'm such a Demi lover. I've been meaning to put this in a frame, but this is my Demi. I did her when I was like going into college, and so she's not the best, but you can tell it's her, I think. This is Rihanna. She's not as good as Demi, but I tried. So when I became an art education major, or when I became an art major, the first thing I told my parents was, I want an iPad. So they were like, well, if it's educational and like you're gonna use it, like we'll get it for you. So they ended up getting me one, and I have used the heck out of this thing. Definitely have gotten my money's worth. I can show you one of my favorites I've done. This is my boyfriend Dawson. It was his senior year last year at football. And I drew him digitally. I was able to take the picture and like look at it the whole time I was drawing on it. It took me, I can actually tell you how many hours it took me. This picture actually took me 6 hours and 25 minutes to draw. And it tells me how many strokes I made too, which is really cool. I made 6,605 strokes on here to create this, which I think is super cool to be able to share that information with people just so they know how tedious and stuff this can be. Through Kappa Delta, I was able to be PR for our social media and just like outside stuff. So I was able to make some logos for like our Instagram and stuff. It was kind of zoomed in like this. And I made like our highlight tags, which were some of these. Or I had to do a few banners for our Shamrock 5K that's coming up in March, and so I had to like draw out like what we wanted our banners to look like. So I drew that one, and then I also drew that one. But yeah, these are just some of my Christmas cards I made at one point. Yeah, this one was super sweet. I don't know why, but people have been so into like these lately, so I've made a few of these for girls they've asked for. I guess like my one advice would just be, if you have a passion for something, I think you should really kind of focus on it and pursue it. I don't think you should let other people's opinions persuade you either way. I think if you love something, I think that's what you should do, and you should like go full speed for it, because I had so many times where I was scared to do what I wanted to do, but I feel like once I kind of stepped out there and crossed over that boundary, like since then I've just been so happy, and like I felt like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. So if you have a passion, see where it takes you.